Hey, what's going on, you guys? You know who this is. I am back again with another article from the New Republic, and I will list the article right in all of the details in the description. And this is in the politics section. It says email mistake exposes Trump dark agenda on child welfare programs. The Department of Health and Human Services plans to end research into how to improve child welfare programs like Head Start, according to an email mistakenly sent by an HHS employee to grant recipients. The email contained a spreadsheet listing 150 research projects of HHS's chopping block, including grants funded by the Office of Planning, Research, and Evaluation. The office's mission is to build evidence to improve lives by helping examine programs helping low-income children and families. Other research grants under consideration for termination are related to child care policy, child care development, foster care preventing child abuse, and the temporary assistance for needy families program. Over 50 universities were listed as having their grants terminated in the document, with state agencies and nonprofits also at risk of losing funding. The possible cancellation of these grants come after HHS already made heavy cuts to its administration for children and families, which is closing 5 regional offices and fired hundreds of employees last month. In January, the office had 2,400 employees, and now it has been cut down to just 1,500. Head Start, which provides preschool and other educational services for low-income children, was one of the first programs to be hit by the Trump administration. Federal funding freeze in February, which later ran into legal trouble. The White House then weakened the program with mass layoffs, and earlier this month even suggested eliminating the program entirely. Now the news that the research examining and supporting Head Start could be cut is an ominous sign. The Trump administration seems to intend on cutting the program and everything connected to it, even though it has widespread support from the public. Already, Head Start offices have closed around the country. What will fill the void for the low-income families in America? And that is the end of the article right there. Just something really short, but it is noteworthy for anyone that utilizes these services. I cannot begin to tell you how it helps these people in many ways, in terms of them having sufficient, child care and Head Start for development. It has been said that the first 5 years of a child's life is the most important times for their development. So, that is just a great disservice to children. In addition to that, child care and things of that nature. If you want parents to work, you want people to work, you want people to earn a living, you want people to be productive citizens, and contribute. How are they able to do that when they're cutting one of the very programs that ensures that their children will be adequately cared for, and that the person that's caring for their children will be paid for their service? It just presents a whole bunch of issues in terms of parents and things like that. It's not surprising. He is basically cutting everything, and if not other people, it's always amazes me how some people would use the term, you have to pick yourself up. You have to do for yourself, pick yourself up by your bootstraps and things like that. And these programs were started to help ensure a better, way of doing things so that a person can go out and can work and can be productive. Um, and, at the same time provide satisfactory health care or, a satisfactory situation where they can be able to do that, not taking into effect how it will put more of a strain on parents, especially parents that's on a paycheck to paycheck thing, type of situation. It really is going to disenfranchise them as well as the children, because how are they supposed to manage having, children, having adequate, child care or head start for their education? And, he's gutting education, I mean, there's no secret. I'm not saying that maybe he'll do it. He is actively trying to do this. This administration is actively trying to, take away these programs and spending cuts. He's literally giving overall all the things that he's cut, all the people that he's fired, and he just put out a spending plan, which to me, and please, people with BBLs, don't take this the wrong way. This is not about a BBL, but this is one of the ways that I am choosing to describe it. So please get out your feelings. This is much bigger than some body work, okay? Uh, Basically, it's the equivalent of a really botched BBL. You know, he wants to put trillions and billions of dollars into, military things like that, but he wants to cut all of the essential programs, all of the essential things that, people depend on, not just for low income families, but also some middle class people, and also definitely people that live in rural areas. It's going to affect everybody on some level. And, it's just one of those things. Will they allow him to do it? Judging how he's moving, I don't think even if they take it to court, he would stand by it unless it's some serious penalty or some serious outcry and backlash. So I would urge anyone who cares anything about anything that he's doing to call your congressperson, uh, send letters, write, petitions, get petitions, signatures signed, send it to your congressman, go see your Congress, talk to your congresspeople, and, impress upon them the seriousness of this, even though they are aware of it. Uh, I just feel like everybody has to do their part at this point, because this administration is not going to backtrack unless it's a public outcry or, some miracle that it's not because he's going to have a change of heart, okay? Just like, for example, the PBS NPR thing where he signed an executive order, and the thing about that, he can't take away PBS or he can't take away NPR because they are not ran by the government. They are private, non-profit entities that was advocated by Congress. And the reason why he signed that executive order that does nothing, that will not do anything, I believe that will be easily won in court, is because they don't have the votes in Congress to actually shut down PBS. Actually, this has been one of the pet projects that Republicans have had for many years, dating back to when Mr. Rogers had to go to Congress and actually speak to Congress because they were trying to shut it down. And I think that was back in 1989 when he went to Congress, and spoke on the behalf of PBS and, Sesame Street and all of the, things that they do, to help the development of children and things of that nature. So it's just, that executive order is not going to do anything. He can't get rid of PBS. He can't get rid of NPR. They are separate from the federal government. They are private, non-profit agencies. So I don't even know why he wasted Sharpie marker for that. But I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Please drop down in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And with that, you guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I truly do appreciate it. And until then, I will get with you in the next video. But always remember, be good to yourself first.